So we have false preachers. We have false pastors. We have false prophets. I've confronted them all over the world. All over the world. Oh my. You know, some of us are messengers. Messengers are not preachers. We proclaim, we speak for God. God has bought our vocal cord. It belongs to him. So this vocal cord is not bought. It speaks for Jesus. And then you see a company of men. They form an alliance, an occultic alliance, to protect, preserve darkness, to preserve wickedness in their midst. Understanding God as light. Right? So the guy says, this is the message which we have heard from him. And we declare unto you that God is light, and in him is no what? Darkness at all. Next verse. If we say we have relationship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and we do not know the truth. You see, John is a prophet. Please stay with me. John is a prophet. If you are reading the book of John, even the Gospel of John or the epistles of John, you have to just calm down and be careful to understand what this man is saying. This man is the one that showed us the template of identifying false brethren. What he's trying to identify here are false brethren. First of all, he started by telling us that this is the message that we have heard of him from the beginning, that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. It's just like a mathematical formula. They say, given that x is 12. That's what that verse is. Then the equation is the next verse. If we say we have fellowship with him, we have intercourse with him, we secure his audience, we stand before his presence, we bring our ministry to his presence and minister before him and minister unto him. If we say we have that level of intimacy with him, and in our ways we can accommodate darkness. Are you there? What is the inference? He said we lie, and we do not the truth. I was expecting him to say, we lie, we have not met the light. That's what I'm expecting. Because the proof that you have met the light should be in your ways. If I need to manipulate you to do anything, because of the honor I have as a priest in your midst, are you there? I lie. That I have any intimacy with the light. Because if there is darkness in me, and I come into the light and I'm fellowshipping with him, he will highlight that darkness. The subject of our fellowship that day will be that darkness. Because in him there is no darkness at all. So if I come into his presence with traces of darkness, the fellowship I have with him will highlight it. God will say, we can't proceed with this fellowship until this matter is dealt with. He will unveil it, because light is that which makes manifest. Stay with me. Just be following. Be following. Are you there? Okay. So he say, if we yet walk in darkness, first of all, we lie that we have fellowship with the Father, and what? We do not the truth. So the truth is not in our doings. It means our fellowship has not entered into the realm of light. Because in the realm of light, the only thing that can come under the intensity of that fire that will not be melted is the truth. If the truth is there, to glow. So when you find darkness in the ways of a man, make a conclusion quickly. He doesn't fellowship in the light. So we have false preachers. We have false pastors. We have false prophets. I've confronted them all over the world. All over the world. Oh my. You know, some of us are messengers. Messengers are not preachers. We proclaim, we speak for God. God has bought our vocal cord. It belongs to him. So So this vocal cord is not bought. It speaks for Jesus. And then you see a company of men. They form an alliance, an occultic alliance, to protect, preserve darkness, to preserve wickedness in their midst. This one will commit fornication. The rest will come and cover him and attack the person that has been victimized. They have those alliances, those cults, and they still call it church. You say, you lie, you lie, you lie. Oh, they do some masquerading and they say something that looks like the Bible, but there's no depth to reveal God. It's just talking like a motivational preacher. Make friends. That's a message that a New Testament Pentecostal is preaching. Make friends. The Buddhists preach that better than us. You don't need a Bible to preach make friends. Don't stay with poor people. That's something you came out of the prayer room with. That's the wisdom. You are walking on dry places. There's no revelation in your ways. You've not seen him. You lie. You have not met the truth. You have intercourse with the light. It will reflect in your ways. There are things you will not be able to do again. He disarmed us. He disarmed us. Oh my God. Oh, he disarmed us. Oh. Some of us knew how to fight too. To fight very well. They kind of, he disarmed us. He disarmed us. Now we are naked. We are naked because of it. We will see the transformation that is taking place because you journey into light. Jesus did not defend himself when he was accused. The more you grow, the more you can take insults and still be okay. And it doesn't affect your soul because you know you and the insults are different. The insult is something else, you are something else. So what's the problem? If Jesus did not defend himself, I cannot be right if I'm growing spiritually to be defending myself. Somebody saw an insult. A pastor called my attention to somebody insulting me. He said, won't you respond? I said, those days, there was a time I used to respond. But now I don't. He wanted to pass. No. I've left it. Left that. I've left that. I've left it. He doesn't even know that I'm not aware. It's when he even brought it that I became aware. Why are you looking for? If you walk in the light, you will know. Are you there? All right, so next verse. But if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, and we fellowship with one another. Wait, stop. There are two lights here. He is the light. And the believers you encounter, they are also lights. Because Jesus said, ye are what? I can meet my brother Wesley, and as I'm relating with him, he begins to tell me about some of his dealings with God, and instantly I just feel that I have not been up to date with God. Because of that, our discussion, even though I may not have told him, because of our discussion, I realized that there's a place in light he has entered which I have not entered. So that discussion takes me back to my closet. You know what has happened? The light in him has shined on me, and in my heart I know I am deficient. So if we are fellowshipping with him, if we are also fellowshipping with one another, we are within the scope of the circumference of light. In that arrangement, you will see your fault easily, and you will ask for mercy. Because in the midst of that light, you will see your fault, you will see where you are lacking behind, you will see your shortcoming, and then the remedy will be for you to ask God for mercy. And in that atmosphere, the blood of Jesus Christ, his Son, will cleanse you from all sin. So if we walk in the light, are you there? What we cannot avoid is the more you enter, the more you will need cleansing. Because various other parts of the darkness in you that have been quiet will be brought out. And then you need to say, hey! Then you move again. Then you meet with John Wesley. He shines some light. That's the way of walking in light. The more light you are exposed to, the more darkness you see in yourself, and you will need the blood of Jesus for cleansing. Is that clear? Okay, so in view of the above, verse, yeah, go on. Verse 8. You are now coming close to what I want us to look at. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. Let me explain this. This sin he's talking about here is what you became aware of when you entered into the next level of light. It was not obvious when you were at this level. But maybe I met John Wesley. He is at that level already. So what he's saying is from that level. And as he's speaking, it is shining on me. And it's obvious that I'm not here. Do you understand? So that's what he's talking about. You were not conscious of it on that level. And God wasn't pressing it on you on that level until he increased your measure of light. Then you now realize another deficiency. Maybe your anger is highlighted now. And you're working on it for another 5 months so that you can be upgraded too. And in this new level, there'll be another matter. You get it? So we never outgrow the need for the blood of Jesus, but we do not take advantage of the blood of Jesus to live in sin. But as you are growing more in light, you'll be noticing some things you didn't notice before. Exactly.